My thing is just that I'm like crying and like incredibly fucked up, and just like not all I wanted. All I wanted the entire time was just someone to be honest with me and give me the respect I thought I deserved. And she even says my dad thought I was fucking with him too much. She acknowledged that she's fucking with me. And Nadush just laughs at it. And Nadush was supposed to be my best, like one of my friends. Immediately when I told him about the stuff in the car, he went to go text her on Discord and still didn't tell me anything. I don't know generally what I do to get so fucked with. I get it. I was into Grace. I liked Grace. If Grace told me at any time, listen, I don't want to date you, or no, and did not put these things open-ended and just say like, oh yeah, like maybe we could do stuff later, or you know, give me 24 hours and we can go ahead and start doing this, I would not have asked a question or move toward this. Just saying, hey, I just don't want to do dating bits anymore. I don't find them interesting, and I don't really want to date anybody, and I don't find you like a person I want to date. Could have just moved on for this. She even admits in her messages that she's just fucking with me. Knowing that I'm getting rejected makes me able to move on and gives me clarity and lets me move. Knowing that I was being fucked with behind the scenes and being lied to my face as I'm crying hysterically, talking about my family, talking about why this stuff bothers me, and people are still lying to me, just makes me want to kill myself. It doesn't make me grow as a person. It doesn't make me stronger. Nadush is trying to tell me now that he had some good reasoning for doing it. If I kill myself within the next whatever days, I promise it'll be because I can't physically. Like my ex did the same thing, Nadush. My ex did the same thing. From another friend I had did the same thing. And you know that. Everybody in my fucking life is doing this stupid fucking thing to either hide my feelings and protect me, or they're just intentionally trying to fuck with me for their own interest. And I just don't get it. I don't keep secrets because I just say things because I think it's fucked up. I don't think it's fucked up. I just blabbermouth, I guess. And it's just, I get to the Nadush text. I noticed that in his messages, he didn't have any messages from Grace, despite telling me that Grace messaged him like 2 days ago. And I figured he closed DMs, which means I'm about to see something that I'm not gonna like. So I went ahead and opened it. Because I'm an idiot. I'm going to leak everything I know about Grace when I go home, and then I'm going to never interact with this whore again. I hope she genuinely kills herself. I hope the trauma from her father and her fucked up family genuinely drives her to suicide. I hope this guy she's with right now hurts her. And then Nadush, I hope you miss your therapy session and reconsider yourself.
Man, like you know every fucking thing that goes on in my fucking life, dude. Because I tell you this shit, dude. Why? How do you have the? How do you even come into my fucking Discord? And
I can leave. Do you want me to leave? I'll leave. I will leave. I will leave. I will leave the Discord. Okay? I will leave the Discord.
I want you to say you were wrong. I want you to say you were wrong. I want you to fuck off, and I want you to never talk about anything related to this again. That's what I genuinely want.
He left.
Am I legitimately am I retarded here?
Nah.
No, I think any one of us would have done what happened with you. Like, we would have been in that same situation. We wouldn't have had the hindsight to know, like, and I would have expected my friend to take my side, even if the odds were against me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, like, if I'm not like a rapist
Go
or
ahead
murderer,
and
right?
go. I looked at messages with this chick and a bunch of one specific guy about like how she was talking shit about me and like doing all this shit and trying to plot against me, do all this fucking crap. And I'm telling you right now, I can understand the way she talks about things and whatever. Going ahead and being like, okay, this is making me uncomfortable. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. And then being like, I'm gonna help them out. But then Douche being my friend and being someone who I guess thought he was trying to do the right thing after I constantly for the last 3 days have told him, hey, like I like Grace. I think their things are kind of weird. I told him literally everything that was happening and everything that she was saying during it. Because I was like, dude, what do you think what I should do from here? What do you think is going on here? Like, what do you think is doing this? Like, should I go ahead and continue acting or should I just go ahead and leave it alone? But not once did he say like, hey, you probably just shouldn't be fucking with her at all in any sort of way because, shit's like, she might not be interested in you. Or even he was like, don't go ahead and pursue these things. Or he was like, I'll ask her and find out and then like, I can let me know. Or even just like, really anything. Because like, if I just knew, if she just said like, hey, I do not want to do this stuff, I'd move on. But then when it came to like Wednesday or Thursday, what's today? Friday?
Yeah, it's Friday.
It's Friday. When it came to yesterday or whatever, we had a conversation in the morning. I was like, hey, like, how do you feel about, it's been like 24 hours. How do you feel about, like physical contact, anything like that? Like, are you uncomfortable with the idea or whatever? And she's like, I don't know. And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to do this date stream or whatever. You don't really have to say anything. We're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and spend like the day getting ready. To hang out. Does that sound like a good idea? And like, I'll go ahead and do my own thing. You could do your own thing. And she was like, no, that sounds like a great idea. She was overly enthusiastic. She thought it was really smart. I even talked to Nadush, and Nadush was like, oh, that's a really smart bit. That's really cool to do. And we were like, okay, cool. We're going to do this date thing. And she would have just told me, hey, like, I don't want to do like date stuff related to you, or I don't want to do this stuff. I would have been like, okay, cool. We can just do literally anything else. And he's like, oh, if the content would have been, and then the dude should tell me like, oh, the content would have been asked if she would have communicated that to you, or if even he would have communicated that to me. The content would have been asked. Like, dude, we could just go to Skid Row and fuck around with Grace. I don't mind. Grace, I can see Grace as a friend. I'm not like super pressed about dating her. I like her. I think she's cool. But then I'm like, okay, like I like her. Like, and I can think about maybe dating this person. Blah 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 blah. But it's like, I don't know, dude. It's like it sucks so much for me because all I genuinely fucking wanted, all I wanted was someone just to tell me like, hey, this is not happening, and then I would go ahead and I would just do something else. But no, everyone's just gonna keep like, even I don't know how Dom even can even I don't even know how you can fucking defend him, dude. And like just say like, well, I would have acted like a 15-year-old with my emotional capacity of a 15-year-old. Like, dude, like what do you like? I know how to take no for an answer. Even if I don't take no, if someone wants to hit me heavily towards no, I'll go ahead and I'll put it there. But then when she's constantly saying things like, I kind of like you, like I could see something there, or like, oh, she's going on her streams and then she's saying stuff, and then like when we're having, we even pray when we're like, okay, well, 24 hours, like, because I can't really tell like if I'm into you or not, blah 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 type vibe. It's like, okay, well, like, what am I supposed to think? Like, if she wasn't like, if she wasn't like saying these things, I would just go ahead and be like, okay, this girl's obviously not into it, and move the fuck on.
Want me to respond to that? Because you like brought my name to it, or like, do you want to talk about it?
I mean, yeah, if you can.
Yeah, like, I mean, I still stand by what I said, and I still stand by Nadush. Just because, like, I go back a long way with Nadush, and I've spent enough time with him, like, one-on-one and in person to, like, reasonably think that he's really emotionally intelligent.
I can.
And so I think that
I think you can read the situation. Okay, well, I'm sorry, but
no,
even the
you can go
situation,
ahead.
I think he can read the situation as, hey, this girl wanted to get out of the situation. I helped her do it. That's fine. All I'm saying is that as Nadush saw me like sitting there, like constantly like in my head, like what the fuck is going on here? Because the whole when she's coming, the reason why I'm excited she's coming is I'm like, what the fuck? Like prior to us talking, we were like kind of talking a little intimately. It wasn't like super intimate, but it was like weird like kink shit. It was like, oh, like I'm gonna punish you when you get here, like kind of like sexual low key like shit or whatever. Where she was like, oh, come punish me or whatever, blah 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 blah, like doing all this weird shit or whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like I'm like, okay, like is this gonna be like a thing? Like I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Like should I be pushing for this? I don't know what the fuck is going on. And the whole time she's here, I'm like going back and forth, like, okay, like am I doing this with this girl? What is going on? And she's saying that she's shy about it. Now she's saying she's like super Christian, blah 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 blah. Like she wants to go ahead and do like specific things, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, like should I just adapt her what she wants me to do or what she wants, or should I just be like, is this like a thing where I like should just not fuck around? Or she's like, but then she's going back saying like, oh, I enjoyed it, but if she's just supposed to use content, if she just wants to do content, she just said like, hey Darius, I just want to do content with you. I do not want to engage any intimately with you in any way, shape, or form. Then that's like, okay, that happens. We move on. It's end of the day. Like I don't need to. Like
Yeah.
I'm great. Like we're fine. I'm not like pressed or I'm not like whatever. I'm like okay, cool. I can go ahead and just like, well, I can just do what's it called? I can just do whatchamacallit? Fucking we
You
could
can
just
just
do like
move
Skid
on,
Row,
yeah.
or we could do like, yeah, we could do other content, or we could just like engage in like a jokingly like flirtatious way. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm not allowed to come back here. Am I not allowed to come back here? I literally just walked out. I thought this was the other terminal. It's okay to go back? Okay. Did I have to go back through TSA? I haven't got my. But I'll go back. I'll go back. Is there a TSA over there?
Which where?
Over that way? Yeah. Do I have to over there?
We have a TSA to go into Terminal 5, we have to go in Terminal.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Um. Oh, what's it called? Sorry, it's just like if I communicated this to Noosh like so many fucking times, dude. Like so many times, I
Yeah.
was just like, dude, I just wish I knew what was going on. And then to like sit there and watch me cry, watch me do it. He's like, I left and I started crying. I'm like, dude, you didn't have to. You didn't you didn't have like you didn't have to, like you could literally just talk to me about anything, and then we could have been like, oh, okay, this makes sense, and I would have moved on. And then even if if he'd messaged me like, hey, dude, I think Grace is gonna go home, like just like she's gonna stand you up because she's like really nervous, like just play along with it. I would have just the same stream would have happened. And then I would have just been like, fuck me, dude. But instead he's like actively like fucking with me, and he's like, oh, like I'm just like it's just like a bit, like blah blah blah, like
See,
like I'm going outside. I make
No, no, he was fine.
that's where I disagree with you there. Because like
He's
I'm
got
trying to
stories
keep
on
it like this, is that like I wanna be super clear and say that like I I can like definitely feel and hear you, that it's like it's just genuinely like I could tell you're like heartbroken over this, because it's like this is like really hurtful stuff.
it's
And
heartbroken because
when you say things like that, like Nadush is like what's up?
I'm heartbroken because I got lied to by my friends, and then and then she like told me other things that I was like, okay, well, like fuck, okay, like for her, like if she wanted to go, as like I said, and this is why I can't do this. Like when I'm telling he fuck with my shit, I'm saying that they fuck with my brain. Like I was mentally like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like I was like worried for this chick. I thought she was gonna get fucking raped and killed. She got lost in fucking LA. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and then she wasn't responding. And I asked her dad, and her dad said he didn't know where she was. Nobody knew where the fuck she was. Her mom didn't know where she was either. And I was like, okay, fuck, dude. Like, what the fuck is this girl dead? And then Nadush is just like, oh, I just dropped her off. Like, it is what it is.
No,
Not
yeah,
your chat.
I had no idea. Like, I was like just as worried about her as you were probably way more worried. But I'm saying that like I was worried for her too. But
Yeah, and
what I'm trying to keep it at is that like your feelings of this are like absolutely valid, and I'm saying that like I can tell if you're talking or if like TSA is talking.
Someone else was talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that like your feelings are definitely valid, and I can only imagine like feeling like you're being like fucked with heavy behind the scenes and like manipulating. What I'm trying to say is that like if you're, because I'm not sure if like you're like assuming like that Nadush is like manipulating you or like fucking you over. Like
He lied.
I'm trying to say like from what
Lying
I
is
from
manipulation.
what.
I said he told a lie. That is
Okay,
trying to manipulate.
I don't know who you are. I'm just talking to Darius, really.
Bitch, you can hear a voice, motherfucker. You don't need to know the name.
Anyways, I'm just saying that like, because I talked to Nadush afterwards, and like this was like uh like he like didn't get any he didn't get anything out of this really. Like he's not like doing anything to like gain anything or like he's definitely absolutely like not happy about like what he did. So I'm just trying to like set that record straight as well as that like it's absolutely like a really messy situation for sure.
Dom, I feel like I don't know as much as you about it, but like I talked to him like beforehand and after, and like I feel like the main problem, like we literally talked about it before. I was like, don't get attached to her. I know you're gonna get attached to her because she has a bunch of problems, and her dad probably rapes her, and like you're gonna I'm gonna fix her. He's like, don't worry, I won't get attached. And then like a day in, he's like, dude, I'm super attached to her. Blah 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 blah. So like I don't
Who
think
said
it's
that?
literally. Nadush. I don't think it's like
Okay.
I don't think it's like a, oh my god, I'm gonna fuck over Darius, like I'm so evil and I'm gonna manipulate him, I'm not gonna tell him anything. It's literally just he got like way more attached to her and like is like way like yeah, just mentally like fucked by it. That's what I
I
think
think
happened.
there's absolutely a conflict of interest for
Yeah.
sure with that there. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that. Um, does it like that make things like a whole lot more complicated? And like I could clearly see like Darius your side in that with like that's like an extra amount of like oh these two people were like extra conspiring against me like there's like an added thing like that. With that being said though, I still like want to stand by that. Like, I genuinely think like, had you not looked through the DMs, I genuinely feel like that would have been like the best like for everybody moving forward because like your guys' like relationship with like, I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know like what's like said and what's not, what's bits, what's not. Like, do you guys have feelings for each other? Like, I don't know, but I'm like saying like from what I've seen and what I've heard. I genuinely feel like it's best for you guys to not be around each other. And it would have been like the easiest thing and the best thing, yes, like if Grace just said that, like, like I'm not comfortable with any of this. I've just gotta go. I'm sorry for like standing you up at the date. But I don't think that was like even like possible. Like I firmly believe that she has like reasons for not like stating that. I don't know what those reasons are, but I'm saying that like I'm not assuming anything in that like like it's I'm saying that it's like it's not as easy as that. It would have been nice, yes, but I don't think it was that easy.
Sorry to interrupt, but do you potentially think it's possible that the douche had good intentions, but despite those good intentions, he still ultimately ending up hurting his friend? Because I think that Darius' trust was hurt by this. But regardless, the douche may have done a good thing here, and we will never
The
know
douche
what
was
the
simping
outcome is
so hard.
going to
The douche
be.
was literally
I'm
simping so hard.
telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, this is better for me because I won't engage with Grace at all. My feelings for Grace have unironically, since hearing that and like seeing everything and now knowing that it was all like a fucking bit and like she wasn't into me, I'm unironically right now. I don't even. I'm telling you right now, I could give two fucks. I'm ready to go do Tinder content tomorrow. I'm actually way more excited to do content now that I know what the fuck happened, than if I was still sitting here yet to. I would have legitimately sat at this airport. I would have sat at the douche's house for the next 6 hours, obsessively still thinking about Grace and what happened. That's what would have happened. But now I know what the fuck happened, and I don't fucking. The only thing I care about now is that a guy that was my fucking friend, or I thought it was my fucking friend. I had the like fucking sat there and fucked with, like, not fuck with me, but just like he liked him. He like sat there and let me suffer. Like, and like, dude, like, it's
No,
like
yeah,
if I
yeah.
and it's like, dude, like, fuck, man. I just wish I wish he would have just like, I do generally, and he can say like, I made the best decision because whatever. But like, dude, you're not just like some like nobody. You know me, and like, even at that, like, if I like, what do you think I would have? I just don't get it. What would have happened negatively if he told me? What do you think I was gonna rape her? Like, what did he think was gonna happen? Like what is it what's I gonna do? Like,
Exactly. She's a grown ass woman. He had no reason to lie. You can't be just.
I'm a fucking I'm an
Obviously,
internet I'm an internet influencer. If I'm being told explicitly by somebody, hey, this person's not into you, and I am going into them, I'm going to get in fucking trouble. I'm more likely to get in trouble because of the fact that I wasn't told this like 3 fucking days ago. Like because now this stuff is in an actual rocky area where I don't get what the fuck is going on, and I was told other things, and other people were told things that I didn't know as I was pushing for stuff. And she would have said, "Hey, I don't want to do any fucking dates," and if Nadush would have knew about that and then told me like, "Hey, she doesn't want to do this," I wouldn't have even moved the conversation in that area anymore. But Nick, the thing is now it's like, oh well, your content, and then he wants to use the excuse, oh then your content would have been stale, would have been shit, would have been boring. It's like, then what the fuck do you like? What like if she does if she
Yeah, I don't know
like
why
what
he said that at the end. I
was
don't know why he
hilarious.
said like the content thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to go back to like, did he absolutely like hurt you like pretty badly? And like, I know you guys are like friends. I had like a little like issue with, like the like best friend thing, but like, I know you guys are like friends and like you guys like may have like shared things, like be like somewhat close, but like, yeah, that like, I'm not denying any of that he did like hurt you pretty badly. And like, when you say things like that, like you were sitting there like hurt and like, you know, you're feeling like you're being like fucked over, I genuinely believe you. Like I could like see it, I could like see like the pain feeling, so I'm not gonna deny any of that.
Yes. And I think Nadush can see that as well. And Nadush saying that like he's crying and understand how I have these issues. I just don't know. I just don't know. Even after the Felk stuff, like, come on, dude. Like, if I was just told anything, there would have been probably some issues, maybe for like a day with me between me and Sushi. But like, I would have just after that, it would have been fucking it. It would have been. I was just like, okay, listen, I don't want to fuck with this bitch, and I'll fuck. She's a fucking whore, dumb, whatever, and I move the fuck on. But the problem is, people want to keep hiding things from me. People keep hiding things from me, and then I find out. Relevant told me that the fucking Nadush was doing some shit, some sus shit after I left the house, and that's why I fucking got sussed out because I found out that fucking sus shit was happening yet again, and then I fucking was like, okay, let me go ahead and let me see what the fuck's going on. Then I saw he deleted his messages with Grace, and I was like, okay, well, looks like I'm about to find out that I'm getting fucked again, and then I did, and I was like literally gasped for air because I was like, dude, no fucking shot that yet again one of my people that I consider my friend is yet again trying to think they're doing the best thing for me by hiding stuff from me. My fiance did this. My fucking like it's like people are. It's so fucking dumb, dude. It's just so fucking it's depressing. And now it's the Deuce doing it, who like I thought was like who I talked to about stuff with. I talked to you. I literally only talked to you and the douche after that stuff happened privately about my fucking like relationship shit, and like when I was fucking incredibly suicidal, and then like now the same people, it's like it's just so overwhelming, dude. And it's just so overwhelming. And I'll be for real. Knowing this makes me okay. I don't have. How do I get that? Go downstairs. Go downstairs. Okay, thank you. I don't know. I just yeah. I just I just I just keep on letting people involved in too much of shit in my life, and I think I should just just stop. I need to figure that out. I think I feel like so much less suicidal now. I was like, I'll be for real. Like I haven't had suicidal like thoughts until like 16 hours, like 6 to 12 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours ago, when I was like, dude, like, I'm just like fucking, like, I'm just like fucking, like, just fucking this, like a fucking failure. I'm doing whatever, blah, 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 blah. But now I just realized it was literally just as simple as somebody wasn't interested in me. But then now I feel like, I have to think, like, okay, dude, like, every one of my fucking friends, like, I don't even know what I'm saying, dude. I'm just gonna stop talking. Because I'm doing.
No, I mean, what you're saying makes sense. Like, I would feel the same way in your situation. Like, you kind of get manipulated,
Yeah,
even
bro.
if it's indirectly.
You're not going crazy. Being a liar, there's no reason to just lie. Like they could have gave you uh, the right to make your own rightful choice with all the information. Like nothing crazy is
Yeah.
about to happen. That's just showing your true colors. But if you think it's okay to hide shit from people for whatever reason that you come up with, that just shows who you are.
I get the sentiment. I get the sentiment. I guess if it was just like, if it was just, I guess I get what you're saying, Dom. If it was just like if it was just some random person to me, I would get it, and then I'd be like, okay, cool. You guys can like make the twit longer together or whatever. But it's like Nadush, dude, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like I'm not my best friend, of course. Like I'm not fucking, going staying at his house every fucking weekend and like, doing shit with him. Like I'm not moving closer to him and fucking hanging out. But like he's someone that I confide. Like I have very few fucking friends, like outside of Irrelevant and Zella, I guess. And like I talked to Nadush about all my other issues, and I talked to you even, Dom, and I was someone I'd also consider someone as a close friend. Despite you not thinking that, even though I don't talk to you that much. Like I don't talk to really anybody about my personal problems unless they're like a love interest, and we're just like doing a fucking thing. And like it's just sad that like now I literally have to I have to genuinely change myself, or I'm going to actually kill myself. Because if this happens to me again, maybe I'm fucking fibbing, right? Because I haven't done it yet. Maybe I don't know.
I think because like just thinking for a second.
He tried to say that if he gave his side, it would make me look bad. Like, dude, like it's just so disgusting. Like, when I get home, I'm gonna fucking sit there and I'm gonna skim through this video, go ahead and screen. I'm gonna record the parts where she goes ahead and talks about me and how she's gonna plot against me when she did this trip. I knew this chick was going to plot against me. I just didn't understand if she was just saying this to other people, literally just because she was like bipolar or just trying to get on other people's side, or if she genuinely was trying to fuck with me. And like, I'm literally gonna go ahead and go through all this stuff of her calling me, of her going ahead and saying how she was gonna she planned to ditch me here, how she was gonna fuck with me over here, how she was planning to go to somewhere else when she goes ahead and comes, like all this fucking shit. Like I already knew this stuff going in my head. The problem is I was literally talking to this girl. I was like, I like her. I'm just gonna believe that she is legitimately just like saying bullshit or whatever. And like if I see anything that's like super sus, I'll go ahead and I'll move it. And if I legit, I just, dude,
I don't know. I don't know if you said that like in the heat of the moment, or when you said that like they're gonna like make like a twit longer like later. I genuinely don't think that was like any of like their intent, unless that is with Grace, because like I haven't talked to her, like I don't know her, but
The
like
douche's,
I
the
think that
douche's
like
comment was that if he was gave his side, it would make me look really bad. What he's making it sound like, and it's so frustrating because he's literally doing this with just her side rather than hearing anything I'm saying and what I'm telling her that she's saying. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make Darius look really bad," but why wouldn't you just like ask me? Why would you not? If you really think I look bad in here, and this is what you have to do to save this girl, which is what he's literally doing, why not just ask me? Why not just say, "Hey, dude, Grace is saying that you are pushing boundaries after she's told you no," and then I could go ahead and be like, "Okay, well, we talked about this, and this is why I'm doing that." I'm so fucking good. Like, dude, I'm like,
It's
it
because he
just
thinks
sucks.
you're too emotionally immature to like understand the situation. That's really what he thinks. Like I guarantee.
but it's not just that. It's like because you will disagree with this because like you think that like or maybe I'm wrong, is that you think that him like spending time and like her like confiding in him and some things and then like driving her like dropping her off to the airport like
I
that's
don't
like
even believe that. Yeah, I know, I don't believe that at all. Like, and I
okay,
don't
okay,
know how to,
then
and I
then
don't
what
know
I
how to
was gonna
express
say is
this.
that like then what I was gonna say is that like then what he's doing is not like that like you're like too like emotionally like immature to like handle this, but genuinely that like he doesn't believe that like him like listening to her and like dropping her off and like making sure that she can like go back or like do whatever she wants. Like I think that if he were like to ask you and tell you what's going on, and then like relay that to like possibly to Grace, and then like maybe even like facilitating a conversation between you two, which I think that would genuinely be like the goal so that everybody's on the same page. I feel like that's like so much effort and so much time, like
That's so
already
much
way
effort.
more that
Bro,
he's
he
like
was just white
given.
knighting. He just wanted to be the one to help her. He was
I
white
don't
knighting.
think so. I don't think so. And I'm not
You
even
can
gonna
literally
dispute
read it in
that.
the messages.
There's no other.
He keeps on
There's
saying,
no.
"I'm so happy to meet you," and I can't. Anything else you need, stay in contact. He's
Darius,
so
I know
happy that
that's
he
like
got
I
to
know
be able
that's
to do
the
that.
easy thing to think. It's like, oh my god, he just wants to fuck her, but that's not literally what it is. It's like kind of similar, but he's just like more attached to her because she has like more similar mental experiences with him. Like she probably opened up to him about like some random mental shit,
You
and
niggas
he's
are
like, oh,
doing
I
a
can
whole
They
lot of
did. They did.
psychology.
Well, I mean, unironically, they did. They talked about
No,
like
because
BPD and bipolar for like.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I could just tell you because I don't even know the situation, but like I'm enough like him where I understand like I could fall into the same trap where like a girl just opens up to me about random shit, and then I like side with her because I feel like you wouldn't understand because you haven't been through it or whatever, like just some dumb shit like that. So like
But
it's not
how
like he's
crazy
intentionally trying to hurt you
to
though.
be mapping emotions on how crazy to be mapping emotions on the people other than just reading what you see and the information from that. You're talking about a whole bunch of conversations that you never heard, and because you think you're kind of like him, that sounds retarded as
Bro,
fuck. You
I've
see what
literally
he's
hung
saying.
out, dude. Who the fuck are you? I've literally hung out with
You
him in
see
person. I
what
talk
he's
to him every
saying
single
though.
day, dumbass. Like, literally,
You
what are you
see what
talking
he's
about?
saying.
Everyone knows
So
who you
that does
are.
not mean that you're him and you're in his mind. Stop
Hey,
being
I don't
That's
know
misconstrued.
what
not what I'm
you.
saying,
I don't
retard.
think this is like
Hey,
even like a
Caroline.
worthwhile point. I'd like want to go back to like genuinely that like I think that's overstepping on his end on
Let's go that way then.
like
I go through
asking you
here.
for your side rather than just like making sure she's good and like dropping her off and like if she's in person like he can hear her out like because he has like the
Thank you.
emotional space for it. But like that's
You're
like it. I
excusing
feel like
him
that's like
lying for
extending
the
himself.
extending lies. The extended lies is no reason for that. She was in no type of danger.
I think the two main things
The
that are the
only
problem
person,
is
the only person he hurt after the point when she was safe and alone was Darius. And
bro,
he
the
was just
main
I
problem
lying.
is
think the one thing that's going on though.
colluding with her, and the main problem is colluding with her in the DMs, like at the end where he's like, "Oh, I just lied to them to get away from me. I'm glad I came up with that bit or whatever he
He
said."
literally
And then
said there was a lie. It wasn't
yeah,
a bit. It
it's
was a lie.
that and the fact that he's like, "Oh, I'm making decisions for your content." Like, I think those are the two things that you need to like be mad
Yeah,
about.
And the
I
shit
don't
that
agree
says
with that either. Like I don't know why he mentioned the content thing, but like
But yeah, but I mean, if he's gonna use
what
it, he
about
It
should use
the
it
sounds
for his
like he
fault, obviously.
prioritized his own consciousness over like Darius's, or, you know.
yeah, and I think that's equally
Yeah,
as
that's what I'm
valid.
saying.
Like unlike being like a
That's
friend or
valid, but
like
like,
yeah.
that's not like that. I think that's the main issue of
that's not
this
a fucking
whole thing.
a good person thing to do. That's not like a
Yeah, I don't
humane.
think
I mean,
so.
you can
Like
assign your
that's
judgments to
self-interested
other
at the end of
people,
it.
but like everybody's different, and
No,
so
yeah,
like
exactly.
But bad
yeah.
is
It's
bad.
self-interested,
Yeah,
I know, but
and
I think what
that's
what
just objectively
Dom is
and
trying
that's
to
bad.
the
say is
root.
that it's
When
like
it's
in
hurting
the
other
end we
people, that's
can't
just
assume
bad.
anything
And
about
that's
what
just the root of the
Nadush's.
white knight accusation. It's self-interested.
But I don't
Yeah, that's
necessarily
how
think that he's self-interested. I think in the end he
he's
just
literally
ultimately
saying.
tried to make a decision for everybody that was for the best. He made the wrong one. We're
That's
never going to know what
self-interested.
another decision is going to look like. So there might be parts of it that are like fully self-interested. I'm not going to deny that either. But at the end of the day, I do truly think that he was trying to operate in Darius's best interest. I think we can agree that he failed because he may have potentially lost a friend
I
here,
don't think he
which
had.
really
I don't think he
sucks.
had his best interest in mind
But
at
it's like
all.
I
That
think he may
sounds
have
crazy as
also
fuck.
just not have been able to tell what is a bit and isn't a bit just as much as Grace. And then as they ended up bonding over like whatever experiences they may have had that we'll never really know about, that he ended up siding more with like her emotional experience and felt like it was better
You
to
just
catch
Well
said we'll
her.
said.
never know about it.
Well
You just
said.
said we'll never know about it. So why are you making conclusions about it?
Hey, none of us should be making conclusions unless
You
Nadush is
just
here to
did
talk
though. You
about
just
it.
did.
No,
You just
that
did.
was
It
called
was
a
an open-ended
No, you
hypothesis,
said
conclusion.
you
It was
right?
an
said he
There's
open-ended
sided.
no.
conclusion, Jay.
You
It
said
was open-ended.
he said he sided with her side more. That is a fucking conclusion about the fucking. What are
Right,
you
that's what
talking?
we
What
can
y'all
tell
talking about?
objectively from the
Bro, stop
facts, but we're never
debating,
going to know
bro.
what
You
his
get so
feelings
Okay,
are
that
boring.
and
I
sounds
don't
everything.
get
retarded.
very
It just
excited
sounds
about it.
retarded. It just sounds retarded to be mapping on this fucking emotion onto this person instead of just looking at the fucking information and what they did
Yeah,
and,
but bro,
I mean,
and
it's also
making a
pretty bad to
decision.
like
It's
talk
if I
about
could,
process.
other
It's an
people's
emotional
stuff on the
problem. You
if
have
internet.
I
to
could
It's
put
control
like,
your
if I
emotions,
could put across,
retard.
Jay,
That's
there's
like
like
you
two.
saying, "Oh, I know this murderer. He couldn't have murdered and did all that shit. I know him so
Yeah,
well."
I feel you,
Sound like fucking dumb.
but like there's two other people in here that know Nadush like personally,
That shit
right?
sounds dumb. He could still be
Yeah,
a fucking
I
murderer and
understand that.
pedophile in his hidden life.
I
You niggas
understand that.
don't. You're not him. You're not him.
But at the same time,
Yeah, but
you
they would know
you
better
also,
than we would.
exactly.
No, bro.
But like
What do you mean,
also,
no?
That's
Yeah.
also, there's I have a problem with something that you said, Jay, is that like that the dude didn't know that this girl was in any type of danger or anything like that. Listen, I like Darius's content. I don't know
Yo,
if
okay, no, I'm
he's
talking
alone in a
about
room
no.
with a
Listen, I
girl,
said
right?
after she dropped him off. After
Darius,
she
if you
dropped
want
off.
to talk about this like one on one, like maybe later, like we could do that. But like I can't stay here.
Isn't it sounds like your argument is just that you think Nadush just had the emotional intelligence to know better for me here, and it's like that just makes me just realize I don't have friends. And
That's
No,
not
that's
entirely
what
what
it
I
is.
believe,
You
but
guys,
like
are
like I
literally
said,
just
like
you guys
if
are
you want
dude.
to,
That
the
is
door's
not
open,
true.
and if
you
like
literally
if not,
just
like I get
literally what
it,
it
so
said.
it's okay.
That's literally what it said. But
what?
he's literally
What
being
did you say,
a retard.
Dom?
That's not entirely what I believe, but like
But
so
that's
the door's open if you want to like talk about it one on one. But if not, like I completely get it. Like I get it. So it's like door's open if you want to talk about it. But yeah. See you later.
My point of her being in a safe place was
Damn.
that he continued to lie even after she was out of the city. Like, what the fuck was Darius going to do?
But
Track her down?
what I'm saying though, bro, is that nobody really cares about what the fuck you have to say because you don't know Nadush. You don't
Okay,
know like any
kill
of these people.
yourself. You don't know him either. You
Wait,
fucking mind.
Hiroki or whatever. You don't know
You're not a
either.
mind reader.
No,
You're
I
not a
don't.
mind
No,
reader.
I
Fucking
don't.
Jedi.
No, I don't.
You're not a
we
Jedi.
don't know Hitler. How can we judge him? We don't know Hitler, man.
Bro, y'all are
By
fucking
the
Okay,
actions, you
Joe's
bro,
fucking
catching
retard.
on.
y'all are like
That's
dead ass
not
retarded.
emotional.
Like actually fucking retarded.
No,
Actually fucking
actually
retarded.
not.
Bro, do you hear what I'm saying? You're literally mapping on emotions and shit that you say yourself that you don't know. And you're
okay.
making
Thank you.
conclusions about it. How fucking retarded is that? But you know him so well. I'm sure everybody who fucking knew
Wait, Jay, who are you? How do you know everyone here?
a million silly kid. Bro, I'm in here. I'm FMJ. On my iPad, man.
I don't even know what that means, dude. You watch
Okay, then
this.
you're not reading the
Cool.
fucking general, bitch. I just
Damn.
told you my name. You need anything else after that? You fucking retard. You want my social?
You give it to me. Yeah, I do. I do want it. If you're
Fucking
offering.
retard. Who are you? The person who just said their name. Who is that?
Cyclone. I don't know.
Who?
I'm just a person in this community. I was just wondering if you were as well, or if you're just some random white name.
No, he's not random.
Okay.
This is my but I don't care, bro. This
If we're
it
talking
just sounds
about real
retarded.
shit, yeah, no,
It just
FMJ is like, he's in here all the time. He's good. He knows the situation, but at the same time, he's like, he doesn't know anybody personally.
yeah, and I don't think you need to know anybody personally to assess the situation, like the actions that were done
I
in
don't
the
think
city.
I don't think yeah. I think that I could be really upset with. I think because he didn't just wait. He didn't just fuck with me too. Like he didn't just like waste my time. He wasted like relevance time too. Like I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's like
there's no excuse for being fired.
Yeah,
my bad. Go ahead.
Darius, if I could say one thing, like if you're listening, listen, dude. There's like shit that Nadush is probably not going to talk about because he's in a Discord call with like 60 people, right? Like you recognize that. Like there's shit that he was hesitant to say because there was like other people here.
No, he
But
wasn't
you're still
hesitant to
giving
say anything
excuses on to
before.
being a
Before that, he
liar.
You
wasn't.
think if I go have a conversation with Nadush privately, he's gonna say something differently right now?
No.
I think
better,
that
though.
I think
I don't
I
know
think
if say anything different.
if you
Would
want
Dom
my
say something
genuine
differently?
take, if you want my genuine take, I think that Nadush was probably hesitant to say certain shit because there was at a certain point he was like, oh, if I say something here, Darius is gonna look really bad, right? So there's shit that he's probably gonna talk to you one on one that he's not gonna say in this
I'll talk to
Discord.
him right now then.
Like, yeah, I think that's the play.
Bro, I think y'all just super fucking caping for this guy who y'all think y'all know.
Wait,
and it's
which
just
one,
clear.
Nadush or Darius?
Oh, dude, we got enough people in here for an Among Us lobby.
Y'all caping for no pussy.
League announces. Let's all play League.
Nice,
Custom.
dude,
5v5
nice.
customs.
You
Come
got
on.
in.
Thank you.
Can I finish? Y'all
Yeah.
caping for the pussy cleaner when it's clear he's just a liar. There's no fucking reason to be a liar. Like, and if anybody just thinks it's okay to defend people not telling the truth for any fucking reason, it's just a sad thing to defend.
There's never any reason ever to lie
Bro,
to someone ever.
Are you serious? And this is this one of them extenuating situations where you have to lie or somebody's gonna die?
No, but you're saying there's never a reason. There's never ever.
Nadush
Never.
thought it was. Nadush
Are
thought
you
it
serious?
was. That's the point.
You gonna bring up
Yeah.
an extreme? You gonna bring up a super fucking extreme?
Yes, because for Nadush,
No
this might have been an
reasonable
extreme.
person, no reasonable person would think except that for your own feelings you would have to continuously lie about this, and he would have kept on lying if he didn't
That's
see
not
the
even
fucking.
true.
How is it not?
I don't know, dude. I'm not like
No.
19
Okay, what
or
was he
however
trying to
young you
protect? What
are.
was
I get it.
okay? Listen,
You're
listen,
going through
no,
your.
listen,
Everybody's got to be
listen,
truthful about everything.
bro.
Mark.
Listen. You said he was lying to protect her. So after she was in safety, what was he continuously lying for?
Would you never lie to protect someone in your whole
Okay,
life?
listen. After she was in safety, out of the city, nowhere in any of their reaches, why did he continuously lie?
Why would you think that it matters that she's out of the city?
Jay, it
Bro,
legit just sounds like you don't have
sound
any
like a
real
fucking
life experience.
retard because
Like,
Darius is a fucking
it actually sounds like you don't
Splinter
have any
Cell
real life
agent.
experience.
Darius is
Too
a
engaged
Splinter
with it.
Cell
I just
agent
think
who's
he's
going to
like
hunt this bitch
continuing
down
to
for no
lie.
reason. He's
I
going
just
to
think
hunt this
there's
bitch down for no reason. For what? Because she stood him up on a date. You sound crazy. What danger was this bitch in? You sound stupid. You're caping for a liar.
It's just if he's already lied to him about it, why would he change his story now that she's gone?
Because
why
it's
would
the
he be
fucking
honest with his friend? Are you fucking retarded?
because
He's already made the choice to lie to him. Yeah, why would he choose to be
It
honest to
sounds
him
like
after?
most of you guys have never been in like an actual hard situation.
No,
Sometimes
legitimately,
shit really
legitimately,
sucks and things are
literally, yeah,
genuinely
like
difficult.
actually,
There is
Yeah,
no
there are times
the
where you
harder
do sort of
situation.
have
The
to lie
harder
to people.
situation is answering to the truth. That is the harder situation that a man